Innovative.
Innovative comedy.
But look, I'm cool ass Cam, the coolest motherfucker on the planet, and today I'm here with the homies and we want to talk some shit and laugh.
Hey.
I was gonna throw up gang signs, but I can't because I'm in LA and I don't know what means what.
Hello.
So,
He's just gonna...
Go ahead, Ty.
Wait. Make sure you tap in with our website, www.theinnovativeculture.com. Follow us on Instagram at innovative.culture and innovative.comedy. And subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/innovativeculture. Who I got in the building with me today?
What's good? It's Tony Grams. Follow me on IG at Tony Grams, TONY_GRAMS. It's Innovative Culture, Innovative Comedy. We in here, it's live. We...
Meow, meow, meow.
Yeah, you know, it's another show, 151. It's cracking. Who else we got in here with us?
What's up, everybody? Your girl is back. It is Shantanette Morgan. You can follow me at Just Shantanette. That is just J-U-S-T. Sean like Shawn Mendes. Like ta-da. And net like up your net worth, Tony. Like, what is you doing today? You just out here rolling up stuff on the live and everything, and you ain't getting no money right now. What is happening? What is happening? Who is that? Why they not paying for this show?
I'm spending it.
Tell them that they should be paying for this sponsorship.
I'm gonna send my cash app.
Okay.
Hit the cash app.
Who else we got
Like
with us today? She
Hello,
just ain't she over there
everyone.
glowing?
Yeah,
Don't
she
she
pop-
just over
she
there
popping.
looking like a star? Okay.
Oh.
Who we got in the building?
all right, how's my lighting? My name's Dr. Shai. I'm here from Ohio. You can follow me at.
I was really tripping off the accent.
You can follow me at
She's British.
Dr. Leshai Renee Hunt. That's DrLeshaiReneeHunt. Dr. Leshai Renee Hunt. Yeah, Dr. Shay in the building. So
Dr.
let's
Shay
get
Shay.
started. I'm so happy to be here
Dr. Shay
at
Shay.
Innovative.
Lovely.
This has nothing to
quite
do with
lovely.
nothing,
Comedy,
but
so-
me and Dr. Shay Shay birthdays are a day apart. Okay, this
We all
has
vote.
nothing to do with the show. We just need you guys to know. Okay?
My birthday on Wednesday.
The Virgos have linked up. We are in the building. We're going to just set that tone at the top
here.
of the show. You are welcome to
dig
stop tuning in now,
they
but
be
we about to
looking
get
around.
into it. Okay.
Hey, my birthday on
I
Wednesday.
like how
I
you
was
just
just
slid that in there, right?
Hey, my birthday on this Wednesday, October 23rd.
Oh, that's
Happy
cute.
birthday. That's wonderful for you. No, I'm kidding. I'm
Happy-
kidding. Happy early birthday.
Thank you.
Happy
This is a
birthday.
birthday show. We celebrate.
You going to have
What does
today?
that make you? Like
Scorpio.
Scorpio. Oh, Scorpios are nice, actually. I like you guys.
Yeah. Virgos and Scorpios
Tony.
are always cool.
Where you gonna be at?
Oh, yeah. I'll keep it right here. I'll keep it
Outside
right
on the
here. I'll keep it right
corner. You
here.
better get your.
Well, what you know about some nonchalant? Get yourself to
So, cause she a doctor, she can't know
5
nothing?
o'clock in
Hold
the
on.
morning. Where you gonna
Hold on.
I'm older too, so you know. I remember when I was on Rap City. You know, that was a hit.
Okay, I see gray.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
First of all, he's like 72. No, I'm totally
wow.
kidding. I'm kidding.
She
I'm
just
totally kidding.
Put
He's
like
not.
50 decades on me. Like,
He's not.
no,
He just told you how old he was. So
I missed it.
that's
did.
okay.
I
It's
did.
fine.
I did.
It's absolutely fine. So, like, what y'all been up to? I miss y'all.
Shit, we
It's
just
been
had
a
the
minute.
150th episode
Bam, bam,
celebration. That's what
bam.
we
And
been
we
up to.
did. I'm just kidding. I was there. It was wonderful. How'd y'all feel? How'd y'all feel after y'all produced that?
It felt great.
Yeah.
I got a little video clip I want to play. Can we
Okay,
play
go for
that?
it. Yeah, let's play that.
Hold on. Let's
There's a
talk
lot of
about.
good
Like,
reactions.
give your experience real quick, and I'm gonna load the video up.
It was super dope. It was a lot of good reactions, seeing the audience enjoy it, and and actually all the comics, all you guys, everybody, the whole Slink, everybody killed the shit to where it made it to where even when me closing it was like it was amazing, and it was just because everybody did so good, from Mario opening, and Slink and LY performing, you going up, and because you switched, and I think that actually helped. Because you were gonna go up before me, but I think that like set the tone of like upbeat and the energy. You going up second after Mario, it
'Cause
just
we
kind of like spiked
innovated.
everything.
Okay.
And it just really that made it like all kind
So
of.
here's why I did that, and like just homage to innovative comedy and just knowing what to do and how to pivot and things like that. I saw the situation. I saw how guests were starting to feel. I saw how the vibe was starting to go, and I'm like, I bring something specific to the table that I feel like should be added right here in this moment, so that way it can set the tone for the rest of the show. And then when you guys allowed me to do so, that really set the tone, because where you guys put me at, the first two people that went up before me did they thing. And then I was right there in that little pocket, and I did my thing, and the rest of the show was just bada boom, bada bing, bada bam.
And then it was like a lot of, it was more women, I think, too, wasn't it?
It was more women in the audience.
So, yeah.
Not like that, but I was the only woman on the show. Sadiqa Scarlett is a woman. Don't get me wrong. She is a woman, but
I'm saying, no, in the audience.
You know,
like,
she's LGBTQ.
here.
Yeah, so I was the only woman for the women on the show. And it worked out.
Not bad, bro, for real.
He said, "Is it still lit?"
Like,
it's somewhere. He's like, "Where is it?" Dun 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 dun. Go ahead, Cam, with the clip. You got the clip ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Go ahead, let's see it.
Innovative.
Solo up to the neck with the shit. You know you heard the name on my back, and I'm lit. It's never boring when I'm hopping out that four, and all I do is run it up like K-Line. I keep scoring.
That was so real. Oh my God.
Hey, bitch, I look like money while I'm sliding in this whip. Been the corners like gas break dip. I got money on my mind. I ain't tripping off a bitch. Wait, I'm too busy getting rich, bitch. I look like
This your main man, Slink Johnson, a.k.a. Black Jesus, b.k.a. Lamar
He
Davis.
like, hey.
Five-time Wild Jesus Submission Hold Champion.
Turn.
Master of the West African Monkey Spank Technique. And I'm
down
here in
there.
Downey
Yeah.
at my nigga Chef
And
Zaga's
down.
compound. And I'm already off the Yamo, me and my man, who I will allow to introduce himself.
Ain't one really Stony, the motherfucking dealer. You know the East Side builder. Shout out Mike Jack, you know. But the pimp is back. You know who it is. Whole lot of swag on these two. Whole lot of gas on these two. Same shit different day. Shout out Chef Zaga for having us come through. This shit is super clear. My boy Slink is finna get up there and go crazy, of course, with this hosting. Doing the motion, bragging and boasting. You know how it go. You know, the same shit different day. Same shit. You feel me? Shout out Phil. Yeah, hello.
I remember when your mama was stealing Barbie dolls from Zodi's.
Yeah,
And then she started
What?
fucking with the Hazelwood family niggas.
Niggas don't
We're going to
remember
talk about
Zodi's.
that later. You know what I'm saying? This is your man right here. I'm a real veteran out here. You know what I'm talking about? I've really been doing this shit a long time. Many moons, pimp. So look here, all I just tell you niggas is make sure you wear your condoms. Don't never take off your rubber, my nigga.
Hello.
Don't never take off your rubber, and keep your wallet close.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying? And get rid of the man bags, my nigga. If you got that much shit to carry, my nigga, put it in the backpack.
What's good? It's Innovative Culture. We here, 150th episode. Innovative Comedy. Got me, cool ass Cam, Slink Johnson hosting. We're about to set this shit off. It's gonna be a great show. Got the homies Luis Noriega, Mario Caballero, Shantanette Morgan, Sadiqa Scarlett. We in here. Hope y'all enjoy it.
Yo, what's up? This is Mario Caballero in the place to be. We're here with Innovative Culture, Innovative Comedy, 150th episode. Let's go, baby.
Yo, it's the Drunken Sailor. I'm right here at Innovative Culture's 150 episode celebration. I'm tipsy. We got a baby oil because we're gonna do Puff Daddy style, man. I ain't gonna lie. I got a lot of baby oil back in the car. We're gonna get fucked up and we're gonna have a good time, man. Come on down, follow the podcast. Yo, if you're not here, you fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. Drunken Sailor, having a good time tonight.
Yo, it's America's favorite dyke, Sadiqa Scarlett. I'm here at the 150th episode of Innovative Comedy Podcast. We about to do our thing, yo. It's all the way live up in here. Make sure y'all check into the podcast, because it's fire. Let's peace to the gods.
What's the deal? It's your man, Deshaun Showtime Watkins. Woozy, woo. Listen, we're here at the celebration of 150th episode of Innovative Comedy. Yo, this is something you just have to be here. Slink is here. You got my man, Tony Grams is on the mic. Listen, I gotta go watch the show.
Culture holding it down. It's your boy LY. Appreciate y'all for having me. It's all love, baby. Let's live it up. You know what I mean? 2024. You know what it is.
What's up, y'all? My name is Shantanette Morgan. I just got done with my set at the 50th episode of the Innovative Comedy Podcast. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. Tap in with your girl.
Keep pouring in that weed unlimited. Keep a little tree on the side like a Timberland. She back it up, her ass
was fat, but I waist in. Popping gold bottles, gon' order up a Hastings. Smoking on some weed, one here to make your face spin. About to fuck it up, gon' give me a little space. Bitch, I look like money while I'm sliding in this whip. Been the corners like gas break dip.
They were
innovative.
Yeah, it was good enough.
They were funny. I loved them guests. I love when I can leave a comedy show and take like guest energy with me. Like they just leave a lasting impression. Like
Cool
I will
people.
remember performing for y'all. I will remember making you guys laugh, and I love that for us.
It was a very fun show. Like everybody enjoyed it. The audience
Right?
enjoyed it. The comics enjoyed it.
I had a good time.
It was fun putting it together. It was just. It was dope. It was a cool time.
Shout out to everybody that yeah,
should have been.
Definitely.
It'd be a lot cooler if you were.
I was in Ohio.
She was out of town. What were some like things that you had to overcome with that production? Because that was like top tier. Like
Very nice, very nice.
it was very well put together.
Yes.
You think so?
Congratulations. I do.
Kudos.
I always feel like we could do better.
I mean, there's always
that's normal.
room for improvement, and I commend you for even feeling that about yourself, because that means that you're open to growth. But still, from a outside looking in, this was my first comedy show here with the Innovative Podcast. The last one I couldn't make it to because I was sick, right? So this was my first time witnessing it. So for me, it was a well put together production. And then for her, she wasn't even there. And she's like, yeah, very
Yes,
good.
I can feel
liked
through
it.
the screen. This was very nice.
Yeah.
It's like
Yes.
vodka. It's like
Exactly.
like a cool glass of vodka.
How many different accents do you have? Like,
No, this is just the only one I am.
Oh shit.
This is it.
This is it.
That's like the Natasha right
Why
there.
is it contagious though? Why I almost want to do it with you and I can't. I know I can't. I don't have that in my repertoire. That's not one of my things.
I was
that
about to
can
try
do.
it too.
They drink vodka early.
He
Early
tried
in the
it.
morning.
He went
Tony
there.
got it.
He
Yeah.
was like, "Girl, I will match your weird ass energy." Okay, what we doing? He matched the last one
Everybody
she
gonna
did when
match
she was
mine.
British. So like, what was some overcomers that you like? I'm gonna take this with me, and that's kind of what I was getting at. What are some of the things that you were like, okay, I overcame this, and I'm gonna remember not to do this for the next show, or I'm gonna remember to do it for the next show.
The number one on my list was time management.
That's important.
Definitely. Maybe you open the doors an hour earlier than what you say you was going to, because the setup was there. Like we already had everything put together. So it's really just maybe promoting the open time a little earlier, a little sooner. Push
But
everything back to where you're not really waiting. Because with it being a private location and it being we do a closed set and everything like that, because it's a taping. You know, it's not just like, all right, this is an open comedy show where people come and go as they please. It's like once you get in, you here for the taping, you know? And it was only really open to like just certain people. It was out there. People could have bought a ticket, but, it was like the people that were a part of it were, it was a select few.
I loved it. I think you guys should do it more often.
Yeah, my goal, I was talking to Tony. I was talking to Zaga. I was talking to a couple other people, and I want to try to do it at least once a month. The way.
Well, you talk to everybody
the way
but
we
me,
did.
so we're gonna get on that, and then we'll go from there. Dr. Shai, who are we with right now?
Shai
Are we gonna get?
is in the building.
Like, cause I'm with Cam now. At this point, I want to know how many do you have? Like for real? Like how many different characters can you say that you can do?
Who's counting?
Oh,
That's
I
a
heard
different
that.
one right there. That's a whole nother one.
I heard that.
I'm just
Okay, listen,
kidding.
because that's a character.
No.
No, don't kid.
No, I haven't counted.
Okay, so better question. When did you first learn, like, okay, I can really, like, be anybody?
Well, I didn't know I could be like anybody, and I didn't think that it was like necessarily even a gift until I got older, and I would hear people either try to imitate me or imitate someone else, and I'm like,
You ain't got
it's
it.
not translating, and I'm like, in most cases, I can hear it and repeat, and I'm like, oh shit, wait, you might be onto something. But the first film that really inspired me was Parent Trap.
Okay.
With the British voice, and I was like,
yes.
yeah, I
could
love
see
that.
that.
Love that movie. And then one of my favorite.
Did you like the Spice Girls?
Yes, I did. And Scary Spice was my favorite.
Of course.
He was like British accents. I know British accents.
Of course.
Spice Girl.
But Robin Williams is one of my top people. So I watched him years ago he did an interview. I think it was inside the actor studio or something, and I think he has like 150, over 150, and he was just going, and I was just like, oh my God, he's amazing. So
he could do anything. Old ladies,
amazing.
Old German lady, old German man.
So what lit me up just now is that you labeled it as a gift. And I love that you recognize that not everybody can do what you do. Because not a lot of people start to look within themselves and be like, hold on, this is something special and specific about me. Like, not everybody else can do that. I know for myself personally, I'm 35. I'm just like, God, did you even give me a gift?
What's your favorite one?
Am I even gifted? Okay, like
favorite.
What's your favorite one? The British, the Russian.
Well, I have British, I have Russian.
You have a Frenchman.
I have something like that.
All right, y'all gotta have a battle.
I've been practicing a new one. She's
everybody, character for character.
Y'all gotta have a battle
Italian.
right now.
I think she's Italian. I think she's Italian, but she's like English. This I want to say, like, I am so happy to be here. And it's so much.
Well, hey, you hear now?
You gotta do your joke.
If you close your eyes, you can't even think that you're talking to a black woman.
With
like,
her, I'm gonna have to
crazy.
do like I'd have to do like a different one.
Because he got two different British voices.
I got a dirty British. I have so she has the commoner British.
Is that the British?
It's more. It's more
I
of
don't
a
feel like
a let you die. It's like a let you die.
Like that's French.
I want it to be like more.
But then
like,
there's a regal. There's the regal.
I keep watching because it has a dog, and this dog is like
Everybody
too much. It's too much for me. I'm so unfocused.
That nigga Zaka look down like what? Like what is this? Is my feet? Nigga? Like,
Wait, so when
the British voice fucked you up too, huh?
Wait, hold on. They still talking to the same person? No, it's her. Okay, that's what we talking about. Zaga, these people that she becomes.
We have the check you
We
out.
got Chef Zaga in the building, and Chef Zaga, I just want to congratulate you in your face for that amazing
Thank you
food
for
that you created.
Everything,
for
the food,
that show on
the compound.
We just watched the
premises
video. And
it wouldn't have been possible without Zaga.
Go to my Instagram and my TikTok. You can see my plate. But if you go to the Innovative Comedy
Picky
YouTube,
eater.
you can see. Because listen, I'm the picky eater, but we gonna help you find some food. Okay, I'm gonna find me something that I like. All right, and it's not gonna always be chicken. Right now, I'm stuck in chicken. So I'm trying to figure out how is there still any chickens left with meat, the amount of chicken that I personally eat. But we don't gotta talk about it. So back to these people that's inside Shai. So. When my son was little, when my son was younger, he would like to play famous. Like he literally would play like mommy.
Like
the
Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous.
The paparazzis are chasing us. We gotta run, right? And he would want to run.
TMZ coming.
Shai like this kind of shit. You see how she lit up? She like, oh, I want to play this with your baby. Tell him call me, right? So this is what I was doing right before I became a comedian. This is the energy that launched me into becoming a stand-up comedian, right? Because at some point, I got exhausted of being Shantanette. I'm like, first of all, this is doing something to me mentally because I personally don't feel like Shantanette is worthy of being famous. So what are we talking about, 3-year-old? Like, get out of my face and my business because who sent you here? Like, you the ops at this point, right?
Wow.
I let this dream go ages ago of being an actress. Hilarious. What are we talking about right now? Why are you making me pretend to be in this lifestyle, right? So because I was going through my little mental whatever I was going on, I decided I don't want to be Shantanette no more. I'm going to be somebody else. So if I was in the kitchen cooking and he was in my way because he wanted me to be famous, I would turn into Mrs. Chef. And I would just be this like irate, I don't even know what nationality she is, but she don't like people in her kitchen. Okay, she is like, get out, right? And then there was Mama Hattie, and she was just like this old grandma soul that just everything irritated and vexed her. Like, just get off of me, don't touch me, right? I don't know. I'm trying to find them inside of me because what I'm getting at is when I went through the pregnancy and COVID and postpartum depression and the toxicity of the people that was in my life, I lost that energy to become those people, right? So to hear you just like you did not break character in your fear of thinking that dog was coming in here to eat you, and that is blowing my mind right now.
Like he was snarling and just drooling. He was like, it was just drool.
Right.
Mad
I
dog.
saw you about to get up and run, but you still sounded like that for little tiny French woman that is like, oh my goodness, I don't know what's happening. So I'm
she's
really
Italian.
like,
She's Italian. She's like, get it right.
I don't know
Get
what
it
she
right.
is.
I don't know
I
what
don't know.
she
I
is.
don't know.
She's Italiano.
So I'm like, wow,
I think
really
it'll come
inspired.
back for you. It'll come
hope
back.
so.
So I lost my sister in 2018, and when that happened, I lost that. Like even the idea of like laughing at anything wasn't funny. But I would still watch comedy to get me through. I would watch Jamie Foxx and Dave Chappelle all the time. Like to go, I couldn't sleep half the time, so I would be up late at night watching Jamie Foxx on the piano, the blue silk shirt.
That's one of the best comedy specials. I was just saying it the other day. Might Need Security is probably top 10 comedy specials for anybody of all comedy specials of all time. That shit is hilarious.
I don't think I've ever seen
But
it.
that shit is hilarious beginning to end.
Sean, I'm gonna tell you.
He sings through it. So nice.
and the deleted scenes where he's like bringing the audience members up and they're making songs up on the spot.
Back in the day, Zaga would tell you, right? You know, I used to get the blank 6-hour VHS tapes. I had a whole tape that was all Comic View. Just all different,
Hilarious.
you know, cut up sets of all different people on Comic View. And we would pass that tape around everybody, you know, and
Hilarious.
that's like how everybody got their comedy, you know. Like
That's dope. I used to stay up late to watch Comic View on BET, but I didn't really register what I was watching. Because I was sneaking and doing it. Because I was sneaking and doing it, I was just trying to absorb it as fast as possible and get out. So I wasn't really paying attention like these people are performing stand-up comedy. I'm just like, this shit is hilarious and I don't think I should repeat this in front of my mama, right? But then when I became a comedian, it was like everything started flooding back. Like, you've been preparing for this moment your entire life. Like, I used to watch Comic View. I snuck and watched Kings of Comedy. I snuck and watched Queens of Comedy, right? And I've been always like just trying to get to it, but never really knew why, right? Until it happened, and it's like, oh, you was calling your girl cute.
Yeah.
I love that for us.
Were you a class clown?
Where you at? So I understand what you're saying. Like, when you went through a loss and it was hard to even find that within yourself, what did you do to like overcome and get back to it? Because I'm here to tell you, girl, you got it back, because child, that was hilarious. We done heard like 5, right? It's been like 5 since we been here. Okay.
She been dropping them.
She introduced herself as somebody else. Okay.
That's hilarious. No, so it took a. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was saying, you said it was like the Jamie Foxx. You were watching the Jamie
Foxx and Dave Chappelle. I'll put on those two like faithfully
and just
to like
get you through the
night.
Yeah.
But the thing is because it was so fresh what had happened, I wasn't even laughing.
It was.
I wouldn't.
You were
I
just
was
being
just
entertained,
watching it,
you were
and I'm like, oh, that's funny.
It was holding you pretty much.
Yeah, and it's like it took about 3 years to get to the point where I felt okay laughing, because back then it was like nothing was funny. It was like, you're laughing, but what just happened in your life? And it's like, okay, nothing.
You felt it's like a guilt.
Yeah, it was like
guilt.
Yeah, it was weird. And I wanted to get back to a space where I could laugh, and so I'm happy to be back in this space. But I don't know, life, I guess, life, therapy, grief recovery, all the things, self-work, self-help books.
You actually went to therapy and grief recovery?
Yeah, I went to.
Wow.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did grief recovery twice for sure. It might have been 3 times.
I wouldn't even know where to find that at.
Yeah,
I would start with Google and get overwhelmed from there.
But that's where it come in when people look for help. That's what you say. If you look for help, or you know where to find
seek it,
help,
and it will find you basically.
Or like just something, comfort, help.
Did you do that in Ohio or out here in LA?
I did that in 2019 in Virginia.
Yeah.
Where are you originally from?
Ohio, Cleveland.
Okay.
105 St. Clair.
You said you did that in Virginia? What'd you say?
Yeah, my cousin was in Virginia, so I went and stayed out there with him for a month. And the real stories are in my books, but yeah, I went out there and stayed with
Books,
him for a
plural.
month, and he was like,
S.
I was sitting in the kitchen, and I think I had been there 2 days, and he's like, Lachey, like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, what? He's like you sitting still, but you not still. Like, he's like, you need fucking help. And he's a Marine. So he's like yelling at me. He's like, dude, like, you need some shit. Like, you need grief recovery. And then he said, I'll go with you. And I was just like, you're going to go with me? You're like a Marine. Like, you're like a tough guy. Like, what do you mean?
Okay, so break that down for me, because I understand that as a concept, right? I understand the words grief recovery, but I don't know what that is. So break that down for me.
Grief, as they define it in class, is any change in your normal pattern. So even moving, grief is not always necessarily negative in a sense. So you moving, graduating, any change in your normal pattern, like you gained weight, you lost weight, it's any change. So that can cause grief, and it can be a good grief, not so good grief. So yeah, I mean, I had lost my sister out of nowhere, and I'm trying to like just still live life. Like, how do I accept this? And so he's like, I got you. Like, you need help. And I actually went in, and I had taken grief recovery courses prior to, like, I think like 3 or 4 times before, but for stuff like going through stuff with like my dad and exes and different things, thinking, oh, I need grief recovery. And then it's like, then this hits, and it's like, okay, no, I really need it. So when I got in Virginia, they were like on the 13th week. And I was mad at God this whole time, because that's what I believe in whoever you want. I don't know. But
do you? I'm gonna do me.
But I was mad at him. I was mad. I wasn't talking to him. Like, we were not on good terms at all. And I got to this class, and it was a bunch of old women that had lost their husbands, and I'm like the youngest woman there. And the one woman goes, she's sharing her story, and she goes, God loved him more than I ever could, talking about her husband, and that's why he took him. And so I repeated to myself, I said, God loved her more than I ever could, and maybe that's why he took her. And it lifted.
You're not about to have
something
me crying here on this
It
live.
lifted something
Shit.
off of me so heavy, because I was like, who were you ever to think that you were God? Who were you ever to think that you were the person to keep her here? Like, who are you? Everybody has to go at some point, but who were you to be like, in a selfish sense, like, what are you doing? Like, what? I mean, she young, she's supposed to be here. Like, what you doing? Like, you know, so it was like, okay, because me listening to her was not her like everybody else who had come into my life, who was pointing the finger. Oh, she's your angel now. Oh, the good die young. Oh, I mean, you know, now she can follow you around. You have somebody, and it's like, oh, you're so strong. Oh, you're a miracle that you're still alive and you're doing what you're doing. Like, you're, and it's like, it was like people were telling me how to feel, and I'm like, that doesn't help me. So her not pointing the actual finger at me and sharing just her story, and it helped. So I was like, okay, this is why I came.
At what point did you like try out comedy, or like you said, doing mics or?
So I've always been a class clown. Like, my dad, I don't know, he should have been famous already. He's like Richard Pryor funny. He's just stupid. And then my mom was into like theater and all the things. So like, I grew up with, I never lived with my dad, but he was around. He was very supportive. Sports life, he was always there. So it was like, I had these two people, and then people in my family who were into entertainment. And then in class, I was always the class clown. So I always had U's. I had straight A's, but I had U's across the board.
Yeah,
Same.
Because I'm entertaining the class.
Well, I didn't get A's. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie on
Has
live.
potential, doesn't use it.
I was like, child, I could read this book by
they used to put-
myself. I don't want you making me. I'm out.
You don't remember they used to put the notes on
I
the
do.
next to the grade?
Yeah.
I used to get has potential, doesn't use it, distracting to others.
Is a distraction to
Yeah,
others. That was
the
the favorite
main one.
one.
That was like the main one I was
Yeah.
getting. But it's like, it's not a bad distraction. Even the teacher would be laughing. You're like, you gonna give me the bad grade, but
Right.
she was laughing too.
Is a distraction.
Like,
I was
get the fuck
talking
outta
to you.
here. Yeah, you was rolling.
That's funny.
Like, I was doing a Donahue impression. I used to do
I
impersonations
love
as a
that.
kid. I used to do like Krusty the Clown and like a lot of different people until my voice got deep and I couldn't do certain people anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, like once you hit puberty as a kid, I was like as a kid I could do voices like funny shit, and people was like, "Damn, you sound just like it." And then while I was like,
Are you
15,
talking away from the mic?
It changed.
like 15, it
You just said all that shit away from the
I was
mic.
like, it sounded like the niggas in the parking lot talking.
Scoot up.
No, but it was once it just changed once I got a certain age, and I used to watch Dana Carvey, a lot of Dana Carvey, the dude that
Wayne's World.
and Wayne's
Oh.
World. He
I'm
would
like,
do a lot of
who?
him because Mike Myers, him and Mike, like Dana
The
Carvey,
blonde dude from Wayne's World.
Yeah, the one with the glasses. If y'all know, you see, he's the turtle man from Master of Disguise.
Turtles.
Okay.
Am I not turtly enough for the Turtle
I
Club?
know that. I was
You
just
remember
talking
that?
about that movie. I love that movie.
That's why even it's like that's the whole point of the movie because he was always like a really good impressionist. He was on SNL
So
back in the day.
when I say I had to sneak,
and watch it.
I mean it. Like, so my mom, she would protect me from being exposed to certain things. And now that I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about it and I am a mom, I completely understand why she wouldn't willingly let me watch these things that I'm saying I had to sneak and watch.
That's good shit though, because a lot of people
However,
just be like porn shit there.
Me making, this is innovative comedy, not innovative sex talk. So, however, it made me want it to see it more, right? So it made me want to be like, what is this? Like, I just want to know, like, what they talking about? What's the joke, right? So a lot of the stuff that people be talking about, I've never seen it firsthand, but I know the jokes from people talking about it. Like, I didn't sit up watching The Simpsons growing up. I don't, I haven't, I could maybe count on both my hands watching The Simpsons. But I know who Krusty Krab is from people around me and things like that. Krusty the Clown. There we go.
You say Krusty Krab, that's SpongeBob.
That's SpongeBob. I didn't grow up watching him either. I didn't watch SpongeBob. So
she's already going crazy because you called it a Krusty Krab instead of Krusty the Clown.
Now I want to cry.
Listen, Shay, okay.
Look, I grew up completely different, right?
It was rough.
My granny used to watch
One of
movies
my
and
best
shit,
friends had to
and
sneak
whenever
and
a
give me Baby
nasty
Boy
part
so I
would
could
come
finally
on, they'd
see
just
it.
say, close your eyes, turn around. You know, you remember that, Tony, right?
Like,
Turn
around.
close your eyes, cover your eyes.
Like, go
I
go
feel like
in the
y'all
other
be
room.
thinking I be playing when I said I really grew up watching the Disney Channel and Disney Channel Odeon. I didn't really.
No, I
switch
watched
over to
that too,
Nickelodeon.
right? I watched that
didn't
too,
really
but
change the
I
channel.
still had the experiences of the other shit because, like I said, I was just exposed to that. That's what
For
everybody.
what? Disney Channel had me. We was locked in. They was showing Britney Spears and Sync, S Club 7. I was fine.
My granny be like, "Put in what's love got to do with it."
Right, that's
You feel
what we
me?
grew
And
up on. Had
then- and
to
the
watch it
studio
over and
scene.
over.
I didn't watch that.
I went to the movies.
What's love
I went
got
to the
to do
movies to
with
see
it?
that with my mom.
Color Purple.
Color Purple.
The whole family.
I've
watched
seen
She
it.
had all. She had the
Once.
Brewster's
Five
Place.
Heartbeats.
I've never
Heartbeats.
seen the Temptations and the Five Heartbeats
Are
all
you-
the way through. I've never seen the entire movie
gotta
from
watch the
beginning
Five
to
Heartbeats
end.
all
I've
the way
never
As
seen
an adult, either like
as an adult either. I ain't got time for that
All right,
shit.
this time
I got
punch
3
her, don't hug
kids.
her. Just punch the shit out of her. Like, what are you doing? Do your
It's
homework.
horrible.
I'm talking Black Card Revolt.
All right, look, we're gonna
okay?
give you a list, right?
have a black-
We're gonna give you a
Okay,
list of
okay.
things that you have
This
to
is a
watch.
no judgment
I
zone.
feel like we
For
should
the
make
culture.
it an event.
No
So
judgment.
You
here's
have
what
to
I'm
watch
thinking
this
we
for
should
the
do
culture.
as innovative comedy. I feel like we should have movie night here at the compound.
All right, so we
I
used
feel
to
like we
do.
should have Black movie night and get the thing to have the
We used to do a show
to
called
watch it?
Innovative Reviews, right?
Okay.
And that would be once a week. I would put the movie on, and we would legit watch the movie, and I would live stream us watching the movie.
Okay.
And we would have like a food thing going, you know,
Yeah.
and everybody kind
Y'all
of
was missing me. Y'all was missing somebody actually being amazed
This
and
was
seeing
like
it
back
for the first time.
during the COVID time, though. You know, it was a little different. It was just like everybody was at
Right.
home. It was like, what can we do to kind of pass the time to make this?
We should
be
have
what it
innovative movie night. And
We give our take on the movie as we watch it. People get to watch it with us live.
let
So,
me
you
promote
never
it
saw
as
Block
I've
Party
never seen
then?
it before. What is that?
Which one? What do you
Block Party. It's either Block Party or The Block Party.
Which one? Wait, is this like what Dave Chappelle Block Party?
No, it's
Attack the Block?
damn. No, it's just Block
Attack
Party.
the
It's
Block,
a very.
Block.
It was like one of those hood bootleg movies.
Oh, Block Party. I know which Block Party
Called
you're
Block
talking
Party,
about. Yeah.
and damn,
like-
it's
but
a line in
Ain't
there.
like Cat Williams in that one?
Damn it.
I think Cat
I
Williams
don't
is in
think
Block
Cat
I
Party.
don't know
Williams is
nothing
in
about
that
this game.
Or no, that's Repo I'm thinking of.
It's
Repo.
a line in there. It's a famous line in there.
It's a lot of movies you gotta
And I probably know the famous line.
You seen
But
Don't
you
Be a
don't know
Menace?
nothing about
I
the
know
movie.
a lot
getting
of
a little
famous
Have you seen
lines. Don't be a menace
to
Society.
The Wayans brothers.
Yes, I've seen that.
With Sean and
I had to sneak and watch it, but I saw it.
You saw that, but did you see the movies that they parodied
I
off
did
of?
not.
Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood.
I did not.
Neither.
Neither.
South Central, yeah.
Neither.
Higher Learning.
You saw Set It Off.
Okay, so yeah, all them gonna be on the list. All that's gonna be on the list.
Shay,
Oh,
don't
yes.
you roll your
Have
eyes
you
at me.
seen-
I've seen
Have you
Higher
seen
Learning.
You have?
I've seen Higher Learning.
You seen Lean on Me?
I've seen Lean on Me.
Okay.
You smoke crack, don't you?
Jump.
I've
My mama
seen
don't
Lean
want
on
me
Me.
no
Let's
more.
keep going. Let's keep going. But Nita, stop that, okay?
Hilarious.
Did you grow up watching like In Living Color and shit?
No,
or,
sir.
Like, no,
Mad
nothing?
TV?
No, ma'am.
That inspired me a lot too with
Never saw
comedy.
Deborah Wilson?
Mad TV. Oh my
Deborah
God.
Wilson.
No, but I can tell you some skits from those shows.
'Cause that's where
because
Key and
people
Peele came
doing them.
Whose line is it anyway?
Like I
Man.
know he looking like a man.
And I didn't
I
really-
know that, but
I
I've never
didn't-
seen it
Miss
with my own
Swan,
two
yeah.
eyes. See,
I didn't really like.
I couldn't have
whose
told you
line
her
it is.
name.
Whose
What
line
about
is it
Stewart?
anyway?
I like
I know
Stewart.
he's-
Stewart was funny.
He's funny in like every. That dude is.
I know that. Look what I can do. I
dude
know
is
that,
funny
but I've
in
never seen it with my
everything.
own
Why?
two
Because you
eyes.
heard other kids
I've
talking
heard
about it at
other
school.
people talking about it at school.
Other kids will
Other
watch it the
lady-
day
I
before.
know how to lock in on a joke.
How do
I
how
know
do it
what funny
feel
sound like.
to be that kid where you come to school the next day and everybody like watch the shit?
It
that
feels
they-
like you have to catch on quick. Okay, it feels like you just have to sit back
You're
and
like, I
enjoy
saw
the
it,
joke.
yeah.
All right, it feels like you just have to be observant at this point and watch and know that you can pull it back at any moment, and that's gonna make people laugh. So the whole Stewart thing, I used to have a crush on this guy, and he used to do that shit shut up. He used to do that shit all day long. The person in my life know who I'm talking about. He used to do
I
that
was
shit at
like, you
school
just-
every single day, right? And so he did it so much to the point where now my brain is like, what is this, right? And so now as I'm getting older and I'm seeing it on, you know, TikTok and all those things, it's coming back and it's like, damn, I've been prepared to make this shit funny somehow, some way. Like everybody's gonna know what I'm talking about if I do a Stewart impression because the homie been doing it since high school, you know what I
do
mean?
little hand
So
claps together
yeah,
and all that
like
shit.
no,
Yeah.
I know to do all of that, right? But it really just feels like out of place. Like it feels like dysphoria. Like what is happening?
Dysphoria.
Everybody knows this. I don't know it. It feels like you gotta get innovative.
Look her up.
You have to get innovative. That's why I started bagging on people. I would talk about people a lot. Like you know, just I'm sorry, I would.
So right back to my bad because we jumped away. But when did I don't even know if we got into that. But when I said when she started doing the mic stuff.
So in 2017, so for the longest people, so in 2017, when I did the open mic, I was 26.
Mm-hmm.
Prior to age 26, people would always say, "You do stand up, you do stand up, you do stand up." I'd be like, "No." And they go, "You funny as hell. Like, you should do stand up. You should
Did
do
you do
stand
any,
up."
like sketches or anything on?
I mean, I did up until 26. I had did everything outside of open mics.
Yeah.
So I did theater, I did sketch, I did making dumb YouTube videos
Yeah,
and
so
dumb,
you,
but
like,
not
just
consistently on
just
purpose.
content you did
Yeah,
content.
and you know, like so.
Just to figure out what your niche is.
Yeah, in a sense.
Okay.
So it was like stand up to me was always off limits because there were people that I knew that were close to me who that's what they identified with, and it was like, okay, I can't even step over there because that's
They
not
take it serious.
Yeah, not take it seriously, but that's what the family kind of like. This what they do, and you stay an actress over here. Like you can't do both, and it's like, but when you look at so many people who do both, it's like, well, if he get on stage and do that, and I get on stage and do it, it's going to be still two different things, and we're not taking away from each other because it's abundance. So, anyways, 2017, I was out and I had two friends that I was hanging out with, these older women hanging out with, and they're in entertainment, and so we had this bucket list of things we wanted to do.
And this is out
and
here,
yeah,
or-
this was out here in 2017, and one of the things on the bucket list was to do an open mic. So we went to, I believe her name is Sam. She has a comedy was set up in her living room. She had a stage and like it looked like a comedy bar.
Is it in Hollywood?
Yes.
Okay, I know.
Sam.
I know,
And so she can draw really, really, really good. And so went there, did an open mic. We all practiced our little 5 minutes before and got on stage, got some laughs. And I talked about driving from Georgia to California by myself. Almost got kidnapped when I got to El Paso, Texas. So it was like,
you don't have to get into that.
yeah. So it was like I
saw a UFO in El Paso.
I made it a humorous story. Got some laughs.
It was on its way to Area 51.
And it's on the news. But continue.
And so when I got off stage, I was like, oh my God, like what was that? I was like, that felt amazing. It felt just as good as when I'm on stage. It felt just as good as when I'm writing behind the computer. That felt good. Like, oh my God. And then so I think 2019, my sister's accident happened, and I stopped going to acting classes and stuff. And then I started doing open mics here in LA, and that's how I met Shai, and we were doing a comedy class together and all the things. And then like I've kind of kept it going in a sense, but then took a step back purposely to finish school and other things.
To do everything. One thing at a time.
Yeah, and then I had a conversation with my dad. I think like last year I had a conversation with my dad because I was still feeling kind of about it. Yeah. And he was like, listen, he was like, you go do you. He like, hell, I got a joke book, comedy book. I've been writing for years. He like, if you want my book, you can have my book. Like, he said, but I want you to take this seriously, take the acting thing, all of that. He said, baby, listen, you got it. Do it. Like, do it. And he was like,
it's you being your daddy for me. This is like killing me, child.
He like, they can't tell stories how you tell stories. You can't tell stories how they tell stories. It's everybody's own thing. So you can get on stage too. And I'm like,
tell you this right now on this live. I want you to teach me how to do this. Like, I am so excited. This that you doing. Tony, tell her what she doing, because she don't know what she doing. I want to do that.
But I was about to say, damn, I forgot Loki. It just threw me off.
Because now he want to do it too. He want to know too.
She just know.
Just the way you like. That has to take your act outs on a whole new level. And one thing I wish I possessed as a stand-up comedian is the ability to take on a joke with my whole entire body. Like, I feel like even at the Innovative Comedy Show, I'm kind of like, I'm static, right? Okay. I want to be able to flow and move. And like, when I become my son, I really want to become that 3-year-old praying, asking God, like, from the pit of his stomach, like, God, can you please? Because she ain't doing shit. I'm lonely. She don't want to play because she always talk about she got to work. What is work? I want to really be that, but I can't seem to get out of my character to be that character. And you just like, girl, you your daddy, this Italian woman, the French woman. I'm like, who is Shai? That's gonna be the title of your one woman special that Innovative Comedy gonna produce. Okay, I just hired Cam to produce you. I'm gonna do something. I don't know if I gotta tell people to come pull up, but we gonna do a one woman show and you just spill them out. Okay, you just lay them all out there. And who is Dr. Shai? That's gonna be the title of it, Tony.
That's when you like, so when you any other the stand up, or like when you started doing it, what do you enjoy? What's the biggest aspect of as far as stand up, other than like impressions or just doing whatever? You gotta get on the mic. What do you? Okay, my bad. Excuse me. What do you enjoy the most though, as far as just comedy? What do you? Is it like the experience, the release? What is it?
It's the release, but I like on the other end the feedback. Yeah. I like people coming up to me like, oh my God, that was it touched me here. Even things that I've posted in the past, I've had people DM and say, hey, you really helped me get through this moment. I'm like, what? Like, okay, cool. Like, so it's that aspect of storytelling that releases me, but it releases the audience too, in a sense. So I think that is makes it. It's like it's good energy
to make people happy and making a room full of people laugh, and that's even my thing. Like, just was seeing like we just did the 150th episode, and that just it's cool. I performed like a lot of places and like Hollywood, north up, of super nice clubs. Hollywood white people clubs, if you just do the air quotes and shit, but it's just like all over. But when you can perform for your like actual friends and people like you be around and everybody's like laughing and enjoying that shit, that's dope. I feel just it's just so I understand it's like that feeling of every time like, damn, y'all like this shit. It is sometimes it's like, damn, my family didn't even think I was this funny or something.
Or especially when it's a risky joke.
Yeah, and
like,
it just
or
goes
when it's
over
true,
big.
when it's really like
The
your
truth is,
feeling.
I've said that 1,000 times on this show.
When
the
it's
truth
really
is
how
always
you
the
feel,
funniest.
and it's really like.
And like you said, your dad said that about you. They can't tell your story. I've said that on this show before. Like, it's like when people try to steal jokes. That's what I was about to say when I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
And people, it's like people can try to steal jokes, but it's like you can't tell a story that I created that actually happened to me. Like I can tell it, because you can't tell it. And going back to what you saying about the physical shit, you can't, like, you don't know what I was like really doing in that moment to where I can literally, it's a muscle memory of this is what was. So when people tell stories of it's a joke, but it's from the truth, you can steal the joke, but you don't know the truth. So you see what I'm saying? Like that's why when you said that about
that was a bar. Did you hear that, Shay? You can steal the story, but you can't steal the truth. Okay,
right. So is with that too, but he was saying, I have a cousin in particular, he's funny as hell.
Doing him.
So he's saying we got the same story, different perspectives.
But exactly, but he's doing him.
He's doing him, yeah, and he's funny as shit. Like he should be famous too. Like,
even in the same experience, it's like the timeline still has branches. So this is your branch. It's off the same timeline, but he has his branch off that timeline. So it's I can see his experience, but this is mine, and he still didn't. We could be in the same car.
We're not taking from each other.
We could be in the same car and get in an accident, and I got all the injuries, and you ain't got a scratch.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And so I understand when you said that, it just kind of I've always said that, and I've always said, even some of the unfunniest people I've seen.
Unfunniest people.
That have no type of jokes.
He loves shitting on the unfunny people.
No, but I'm saying, and I'm giving them their
like
credit.
They're funny to somebody.
No, this is, I'm giving the credit.
But somebody thinks they're funny.
But I'm saying, I'm giving them their credit by saying
I love how that needed a different character.
But I'm saying they're usually unfunny.
Yeah.
To most people. But the funniest moments they have is when they're telling the truth or something that happened to them.
They're
telling the truth about themselves, and it's like that shit is actually funny because it's true.
Go ahead, Kim.
Yeah, we tapping in.
How do you decide which character, which voice?
I was thinking the same thing.
In which moments, like how do you? It's just random.
Like I knew, but I didn't know that was coming, and I didn't know how it was coming out. British, I can kind of.
Have you ever like mixed up a couple of them within one sentence, like you do?
Or you're all like having a conversation.
Like you start off British and end up Jamaican.
Yeah, no. I have done. I've done.
She's having an international.
I did that.
I want to introduce you to my baby. He would love you, like the same way you lit up when I said he liked to play famous. Cause we still do this, and I will just be having a conversation, and all of a sudden one of us will have an accent and just match the other one, and I'll be like,
I got like a good,
"This is how we communicated with each other today."
I gotta go like 4 or 5 British.
Do them.
Tony, do the car. The car thing.
I have a joke where I go like I grew up in the 80s where they had old school commercials, and I always compare like certain things to the commercial. And I was like, you remember back in the day we had Jaguar. No.
He's telling a joke. He's doing a joke.
Yeah, this is the joke.
Yell at him, darling.
Let me do my bit. She like, do the joke, nigga. Like Ike Turner. She about to slam cake in my face. But so the joke, and so I go, and they had these. I don't know if y'all remember the Jaguar commercials, and they wouldn't even call it a Jaguar. It was a Jaguar. And they go, step into your Jaguar today, the classic Jaguar. And they wouldn't even tell you anything about the car. They would just say one word.
Jaguar.
Classic. Clever.
I feel like
not clever,
I feel like
clever.
Just off of this one podcast with you, I have a future in.
See, now you sound like the like. See, that's a different. See, that goes into the regal. The regal
just from
British.
being around you, and I want you to know how effective you are.
Then we have the soccer hooligan British. The fucking bloody Manchester. That's like a little rugged.
It is very rugged.
That's the rugged dude. They busting bottles.
Very ghetto. Very demeaning.
I would love.
What about the older one, like the other one?
I would love to work on an angry Brit.
As we sit here today
and have that in my repertoire.
With innovative culture, I see my young comrade, young LA.
Let today be the day
with the
that
candlestick.
Tony Grams and Chantanette Morgan became voiceover actors because we took a class with Dr. Shai, okay? Let today be the day.
The Juilliard of voice acting.
It should be animated. Nobody knows that we're all black.
Listen, I love it. I love it. That is so exciting.
Then you want to see the street version
that
of
is so exciting.
That's the newer British one. The top boy. What up, bruv?
So
What up, bruv?
one thing
That's
I
more
do
of
want to
like
talk
the-
about,
The
Shai.
V at the end.
Yeah,
One
but
thing-
then you
Bruh.
gotta tell them is he? And they're always pressing somebody though.
Right.
You fucked up the pockets, bruv. You fucked up the pockets.
Like
And they're
like Jeffrey from Fresh Prince. I love that
That's
accent.
That's
Him
the
and Frederick.
regal. That's the
Ooh.
regal. That's the
Frederick
regal.
is my favorite accent.
So I do have a good like 4 or 5 British. So that's why when yours is like
I
yours is
really
spot on.
enjoyed all of them.
Yeah,
I
and
think
yours
that
is
they
spot
were
on,
very
too.
nice.
Yeah, I think we should do some content. We
It's
should
the,
do, like,
really
it's the way
good.
we trying to impress you with our accents.
we gonna have
really.
TikTok.
Like, I
Hey,
want
we
you
gonna have
to really
TikTok. Nigga. We some British comedians. Like we gonna
Yeah.
we gonna trick TikTok for
So
real.
No,
what I
seriously.
want to talk
Like,
about
we gonna have a whole way.
is being in comedic sync. Okay, we've been in comedic sync for a couple of days now, right? Where I see something in my head and I'm not able to articulate it, and it literally comes out your mouth. So when I said that about us doing the voiceovers, I saw it as a cartoon, and nobody know. I was about to say cartoon. I don't know who that is. Okay, but somebody knew. But when you like, do you guys ever feel like all the greats they have writers, and as I'm saying this, I feel like I'm looking at Jamie Foxx, but when
I didn't
you
even see him there next
right?
to
Like, why
Diddy.
are you there with the
And-
musicians? But anyway,
I've been saying that.
cool. Why are you?
And
up
I've
there
been
with
saying
them? I
that
don't
forever.
understand.
So when I ask
But is that
everybody who
Cole
doesn't
behind
belong,
him? Who's
That-
behind him?
That's Diddy next to him.
No, who's
but-
behind Diddy? Not with the mic, but with that.
That's Jamie Foxx.
No, that's not
to
Cole.
To the left. Okay.
Under Jamie.
Up behind him.
No,
with
behind him
with
next
that
to the white
Kango
boys.
hat. I think that's.
Oh,
a
that's
Kango.
Eric B.
Okay.
He a real
White-
Eric B. A
the
real
white
street
boy?
nigga though.
I don't understand
No,
why
white
Jamie
boys
Foxx
are the
is up here
Beastie
with the
Boys.
rappers,
I was like,
but
That's
he
the
just
Beast.
snuck in,
That's
and
the
he
Beastie
looked like he
Boys.
snuck in
And then that's
too.
Yellow Wolf.
Okay.
That's Yellow Wolf behind Jamie Foxx. That's how
Anyway,
that-
focusing.
And then that's Lupe Fiasco.
Focusing. Okay, Jamie, I got it. He like, are you gonna say it? I'm gonna say it, Jamie.
Oh, is that
okay.
Ashanti?
So
that
when-
was definitely a message.
when like Adam Sandler's
Kinda.
and
No, that's
all
Lil'
of these
Kim.
people that link up with their comedic groups, and like they have
That's
these writer
pre-plastic.
rooms.
That's like first
Do you
surgery.
guys ever feel like you have like comedic people that you've met already that will be your like comedic co-art as you grow your
Like that's somebody you
no
can
like
roll
your
with?
co-art, like somebody that you will write, work with, do what'd you say? No, not counterpart. I'm saying the right word.
Like
cohort.
I'm
Like
saying
my
the right
partner
word.
in crime.
No, it's like a body of people who all are working towards a goal,
Right.
basically.
Like a collective.
So yes, like a collective of people.
Sean,
right?
welcome to Innovative Culture.
Yeah, exactly. This is what that's what I'm getting at.
Do the
This
thing.
is this.
Do the thing.
Do the thing. Push the
Innovative.
button. Innovative.
No,
Push the
you
button.
just- I can do it. It's me.
Oh.
Oh, do.
Innovative.
Okay, I can do it. It's me. I did it, ladies.
Yeah, that's the
it's
whole,
right here.
Hey, that's the purpose, baby.
It's right here.
That's
That
my nickname.
one's-
They call
that
me the
one's
purpose.
better, though.
That's my new name. The,
The Purpose.
I'm here
Hilarious.
for a reason. That's
It's him.
Innovative.
Say that one ain't me. Yeah.
I like
Who is
Shay's
that?
better for Halloween. That's her.
I was like, who the fuck was that?
That's her right now.
I was like, that sounded.
I like her. That's our Halloween
It
drop.
sounded like a
Okay.
little dude. It sounds like a little dude. Just
Wow. Does it have to be little?
So
He
the
does
back
sound
to the
like-
question I'm asking that Tony can't focus on. Do you feel like you guys have found people already, besides me, of course? Do you guys feel like you have found people already that you see yourself working with in the future on like all of your bodies of work? Like if you see yourself writing a film, you see yourself calling this person like, "Hey, let me run this by you," or "Let me ask you about this joke."
Yeah, I do
mean,
that with
yeah.
all my projects.
even with the podcast, I always even like I said, as soon as China was like she was gonna like be leaving, I automatically thought of you because it was we've already done shit, shows and whatever, just all the work we put in and the honestly the work we did that put me on a path to meet people to do the work that I can do now.
Okay, I
because
can
it's
see
like
that.
low key is because of you. So it's like why would I not? That's part of the collective. You was already part of like hey, I understand what you're saying because you probably didn't know, but and mentally in my head you were already part of my like shit. You see
Right.
what I'm saying?
And
how
I
we
think
were
that's why
talking
I'm asking the question.
And how we were talking about other people earlier before the show. I won't even say their names, but how you were saying like if you wanted them to, and I'm like that was somebody I considered the same thing. That kind of would like was trying to like play people and I seen them kind of do that to other people.
Right.
And I'm like, nah, I'm looking at you like a friend, not like that. But
Right.
that's all right. Like so, but yeah. So to answer that question, I see that.
So you kind of touched on why the reason I asked the question because I'm in a space right now where I feel like I'm having like a stuck feeling with my career because I haven't done enough network.
Did you watch the video I sent you?
I have not yet.
All right, we'll watch.
So there we go. That was my you don't listen. So that's why you don't have no answers. That's why I sent you the answer. That was God, not Shai. That wasn't. You heard a different voice? I know when God is speaking to me. Okay, I will answer that and watch that video.
Quiet, small.
Still quiet. He knows how to speak to me. Okay. But
You've got the
I
quiet
feel
story.
like, it's always about not what you know, but who you know. And I feel like I've reached a point in comedy where I can be confident and say, I know how to do stand-up comedy, but I'm still not able to do it. So do you feel like you find yourself in a space sometimes where I know I have these skill sets, but I'm not able to use them at all or to my liking right now? And then how do you get over that and overcome it and get back to it?
A few years ago, the first time I left LA, I was out here. I came out here, whatever. Okay, so in 2016, I was leaving, and I felt weird about leaving. Mm-hmm. And shout out to Rocky, one of my acting coaches. She said, Shai, Hollywood will always be here.
Man.
Go home, do what you have to do, come back. Mm-hmm. Whenever you need to leave, you need to leave. But Hollywood's always here.
It might change, it might drain, it might flip-flop, but it's
yeah.
gonna be sitting
And I was
there.
because I was leaving to go focus on school because I was trying to balance it out here. It wasn't working. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that sticks with me. And it's nobody can tell the story how you can tell the story. Mm-hmm. So it's okay, y'all can take and do whatever you want from here, but when I get ready to do what I'm doing, it's coming from me, so you can't take that away from me. You feel me? So it's it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Mm-hmm. And it's just what's yours is yours. So it's yeah, that's what I'm constantly telling myself. What's yours is yours. When it's time, it's time. And feeling stuck is God, what is it in this position that I'm in right now? What is this here to teach me? Mm-hmm. What did I pray for? Mm-hmm. That I'm right, that I'm going through, that I'm going through what I'm going through, and why haven't I learned the lesson yet? Make it plain and clear, please, because I don't like this.
I hate it here so bad. Come and get me, sir.
So it's constantly asking how to move forward. Yeah, what's yours is yours. So it's just that little whisper constantly.
You are amazing me right now because I'm listening to your timeline, and I'm a person that really listens to the timeline things, and I really love when Tony shares his timeline of how he got into comedy, and Cam talks about how he started innovative culture and things like that. Because one thing I do feel for sure from the pit of my stomach is that comedy is basically telling your testimony over and over again to different audiences, right? We are the natural preachers and pastors and evangelists and things like that, right? And it's just interesting to me that God told me to specifically remember what I was praying for in 2014, 15, 16, because he was trying to show me how he moves and how he does things, because he knew I was going to run off and tell people. First of all, did y'all know?
Tell that.
Jesus Daddy still here. First of all, did y'all know he's still moving in the spirit, knocking over stuff, knocking down things? He picked me up, moved me, took me, dropped me off, made me a baby mama, and then was okay, now call me if you need me. This is crazy, right? And so just
made me a baby mama,
right,
said, call me if you need me.
Cam, you hear the jokes. They write themselves, okay? Because is that not what I'm going through right now? All right? Calling on God when I need him. So
the realest shit is the truth is always the funniest shit.
And I'm so glad we got that live on the Innovative Comedy Podcast, because I'm about to write that down. I'm going to listen to it, Cam, and that's going to be a part of the set, because that was hilarious. I got to take a moment and take that in. That was funny. That was good. But that's really what happened, right? So in 2014, I literally cracked open my Bible for the first time ever on my own, just willingly, I feel like something in here I need to know, right? After that, I would just try every now and then, and it really, really stick, but I would just try, right? 2015 came, and I literally started seeing God moving in my life. I had moved out of my mom's house. This scripture came to me. It said, if I leave from my father's house and God gives me food on my journey and clothes to wear and a roof over my head.
You want to pull the scripture up, because some people be taking stuff out of context, and then it don't be the right scripture.
Because listen,
and stuff.
God is so amazing that Facebook reminded me. Facebook reminded me of the post.
For the people in the back.
Facebook reminded me of the post. This was 9 years ago.
One word missing.
I got it, Shay. I got it.
Missing. It changes the whole message.
Amen.
It's no longer God's message. It's your message. Baby.
So this is on October 20th, 2015. This is Genesis 28. Okay, this is verse 20. Then Jacob, shut up, Tony. Listen.
Hallelujah.
Then Jacob made a vow, saying, "If God will be with me and will watch over me on this journey I am taking, and will give me food to eat and clothes to wear, so that I return safely to my father's household, then the Lord will be my God." Right?
Put your finger down.
And I said, I need to, no, I can't see. So I need to focus. I need to keep my finger there. Y'all not about to intimidate me into public reading in front of people and not being able to see at the same time. This is not what we about to do. Okay. So I need my finger. I need that. All right. So in that moment when I posted that on Facebook, I heard the Holy Spirit tell me to lock in and remember that, right? And so the journey that I went on right there instantly in that moment, I moved out of my mom's house. I moved in with a guy, and it was the guy that I had, the guy of my dreams. I want him. God, please, can it be him? Please. God kept telling me, girl, that ain't it. Okay, just mind your business and leave me. He told me multiple times, but I'm like, God, I hear you, but he needs me. Okay, that was what I was focused on. He who finds a wife finds a good thing, and I know I'm a wife, and I don't want my friend to be out here without a good wife. And God is like, don't worry about him. I got him, girl. Worry about you. And I'm like, I can't worry about me. Moved in with this man, Shai, right? In with this man, I'm dead in the spirit. I can't figure out why I'm not happy. Nothing is functioning the way it should be functioning with inside of me. Outside, everything is functioning beautifully. People are congratulating me. We the favorite couple. Everybody loves what we got going on. But mentally, I am like, I don't understand, God. Why does this hurt, right? And so that's when I was telling you in the car, I prayed that prayer, and I'm like, God, I'm sad because there's no more good people in this world. Like I feel what me and him got going on, but I still don't feel like I'm a good person when I'm with him. Like I just feel like it's me. I'm the problem, right? And I remember asking God, like, God, can you just bring me good people? Can you bring me pure-hearted people? Can you bring me conscious people? Can you bring me mindful people? And if it ain't no more than people, then make me one of them people, right? And then I became a comedian. And then instantly I meet you. Instantly, I meet Tony. Instantly, I meet Cam. And it's like, God is doing something in the comedy world where he wants people who are conscious of him to have platforms to do things like this. Like, I didn't bring this together. Tony and Cam called me to the scene because, there was a need for somebody to be in this position, right? And then I brought you here, and now you sharing your story, and people in my chat is like, "Ooh, I need grief counseling." And I'm like, girl, hold on. I'm going to remember to go back and ask Dr. Shai how you find that, because I feel like Google going to lose us all, okay? But it's like, something is moving here and wanting us to do something greater than what we've always done before. So when I ask my question, I'm like, let me just bring it to the table. I feel stuck because I feel like I don't know enough people. And then God is reminding me right now, like, no, you know the people that I want you to know. So if you will do something with these people, go ahead, Dr. Shai, speak.
Right. So feeling stuck, I have a lot of little reminders that I'm always reminding myself, God, what is this here to teach me? I think one of the bigger ones is acknowledging when you're in the wilderness and knowing that you're in the middle of your testimony, you're in the middle of creating the story, and for future platforms, what your whole set might be about, and then the next set, and then the next set, and then the next set. You still having to go through that to get through to the other side of the story, but the story doesn't feel like the story because you're like, God, I'm already on stage. I'm already doing this. What you mean? What you mean? I'm supposed to be that person right now. I know these people. I don't know. And it's like also within the wilderness, then understanding and acknowledging the people who are across from you. Because there's people who are like elite at this point who they always say, y'all always trying to come up, such and such, Tyler Perry, come pick me up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like you always trying to reach to the top when he's like, you got those people next to you that you should be collaborating with. And a lot of people in that picture were people who looked to the left and looked to the right of them and said, okay, let's do it. And and then humbling yourself to a point where it's like, it doesn't have to be big. God, as long as I'm doing what you asked me to do. And he's like, okay, great. That's the perfect attitude. Ooh. Now I'm going to take you off. But it's like, how long does that take? So it's like, it's like, but acknowledging when you're in the wilderness to keep going because it's really stuck, or it's stuck just a part of the story.
When I tell you only God could send another Virgo here to look me in my eyeballs and say, hey, Virgo, it don't gotta be perfect the first time. You could just practice and get it done.
Keep it going.
What? Cause child, when I tell you that be my issue, I can't do nothing because I want it to be done the way I see it in my head, the way I envision it, the way I feel it in my spirit that it's supposed to pop off. And it's like you have to prove to people that you worth it. Yeah.
You ain't supposed to just throw some shit out,
but I'm not currently at the part where I can do that though. Like that takes a whole lot of funding, and I would love to like be out here getting sponsorships, but I don't know who to ask for money, and it's like that's where my problem comes in. I feel like I just don't know who to ask. You know, I feel like I got a good thing going. I feel like I'm worth spending that money on, but it's like, ooh, who do I talk to? I don't know.
But see, even in that, what I just said, in my mind, I'm like, am I not there yet? Like, is that a mindset? Is that even a block?
That is a block.
That becomes an overthinking.
That
like
is a
the
block.
Because
when I said what I just said,
keeping people stuck. Like, what is that about? Like, but is it? Like, I don't.
When I said what I just said, I reheard what you said about look at the person across from you to say like, this is your $1 million baby. Something that's gonna come between this. Something that's gonna come between this. Something that's gonna come between. Even though Young over there halfway knocked out, something that's gonna come between that.
Yeah.
That's where the funding is gonna come from. Bringing the minds together and saying like, okay, I got these are my cards. I don't know what it is about Uno. I got 2 packs of Uno cards in my purse, girl. I don't know what it is with Uno right now, but I got all of these cards on the table just like Uno. I'm putting my cards out so you can see them. This is what I got. Show me what you got, and let's meet somewhere in the middle. And I feel like that's what Cam did with the innovative culture. That's what he's sitting back like, I love this. I love that they doing what I put this together for.
And the marketing,
it's a solid
all
platform,
the things.
and everybody has an opinion. Everybody uses but it's a thing, and we've been talking about this as other platforms that just kind of are just dedicated to bullshit. And they have people on that should be talking about certain shit.
Like they should just be called the mess.
Yeah, literally.
Because that's all you see on the mess.
It's like you always in some mess, starting mess. People are dying or going to jail behind mess on. It's like weird. And this is like a show people keep like kind of
niggas telling on niggas.
Yeah, just some weird shit. So it's like when you have a platform, it's like where everybody is dedicated to bullshit opposed to how it should be, and everybody has their own shit. And we can talk about topics that might be bullshit, but everything. We're talking about people's stories, people's experience, life, likes, dislikes. And like I said, it ain't always got to be
talking to the mic,
please. Upbeat shit. But I like to think. But I feel like it is more of a, this is here for a reason, so everybody can have their voice heard, but it's not just like dumb shit all the time.
So 2019, right? Was it? Yeah, 2019.
Oh, Cam, you better give me my timeline. Okay.
This is how it all started, right? I felt like I had a lot of talented friends, a lot of people around me. They do something great. They either in entertainment, they do arts, something, and I'm like, everybody has all this talent. They don't know where to go or where they should be at, trying to put it out or whatever. They don't have no platform, and ain't nobody else really trying to give them a platform unless they pay or something like that, right? And this is how it started. And I said, I'm gonna look at all my friends. We're gonna put something together, and we're gonna create a platform, and it's gonna be full of all of these people within our circle, and it just started kind of growing from there, because now one person bring their homie, then they bring somebody else, and next thing you know, now you got people that want to come in. You actually booking clients, and people that they want to get interviews because they like the content, they like the quality and the product of what's coming out. So that's just something I wanted
that's
to share.
how I ended up seeing it. One day he was live, and I tapped in with the live and was talking to him, and it was like I was cracking up at what y'all was talking about, and then he was like, you should come on as a guest, and I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, this sounds like it's right up my alley or my cup of tea. That's dope.
That was the biggest thing. It's like making it comfortable for people when they come, because it's like you want people to come. Obviously it's like you want some, people that may have something going, you know what I mean? Like somebody that's popular, but that's not really what we focus on. We looking for people who gonna have a good conversation with us.
And it's still people people we've worked with, people I've worked with that I know.
They just may so happen to be, somewhat of some type of status or whatever, but it's just like it's people that we've actually done something with, or we know personally, or we can actually have a conversation with them, and it's not just them sitting up waiting for us to ask them a question. They're gonna give us a one-word answer, or, those types of things. Because it's been some of those. We've had some of those where people want to pay to come and get an interview, and you see the difference. As opposed to when you call and you book somebody because this is a person you want to come.
Or we got experience and we've worked together. It just, you see the energy, and it's just different.
And that's the biggest thing about.
I want to ask you something, Cam, before we end this. A lot of times it'd be hard for like people to just decide to do the bright idea that they have. Like, we get inspired thoughts, but it'd be hard to just bank on that and do it. How do you feel now after it's successful?
I wouldn't even say it's successful. I'm just saying, like, I feel like I've been doing it for a long time. And even with Innovative Comedy alone, it's been 3 years. Like we said, we just had our 150th episode. And I mean, for me in total, I tried all kind of other little shit before that. I was just trying to figure it out. The videos are still on YouTube. If you look back at the early videos on the channel, you can see the difference of like everything's real bright. All the video look blown out because I didn't really know how to edit at that time. I was trying to figure it out.
But you were just working.
But every week I'm going in there during COVID, and
I feel like I was sitting here to tell you, like, this is what success looks like. You are in it. You are successful, but we still always have room to grow.
Right.
There is always room to get bigger, and it's an honor to be on your bright idea, to be here and sitting in something that you woke up one day and was like, I feel like this should happen.
How long between the thought and execution?
Oh, that's a good question.
I had moved into my house in June, and by July we was building the studio out. Like, we just tagged up the walls and everything inside the garage, like built everything out, and then it was like, we're gonna put a studio in here. So I called my boy DJ Punch, and he was already doing his own podcast DJ at the time. I didn't know nothing about podcasting. I had only been on his podcast. The only other shows I'd ever watched was like Drink Champs, or I watched Mike Tyson's podcast.
Oh yeah, Smoke Box. Hot
I watched B Reels too. The
or he'd be in a Cadillac.
Yeah, and they're smoking in the car, and they had a podcast like that. But
shit.
that was my first impression of podcasting. I didn't really know nothing about it. So I went on his show, and he had like this little list on the side, and I asked him like, man, why you got that book right there? And he was like, man, that's my notes. You giving up my podcast secrets. And once he said that, I was like, damn, okay, I kind of want to know the behind the scenes shit now. I want to understand why you got these extra topics just in case your conversation get dry. Those types of things, and it's things you learn along the way. And
you got a book over there?
Yeah, no, I don't. It's enough of us on the show to where I know I don't got to do that.
Okay, confidence, love that.
Hilarious.
We've been doing this show for so long to where I know how our conversations go, and I know that it never really gets to that point. It's one of us is gonna pick it up and move on to something else. But it was like, really, I must say no more than 6 weeks between the idea and the execution, because it was just the process of building out the garage and doing everything like to put it together. But once I got sat down and started recording, it was like, it was a struggle because didn't really know what she was doing. But every day you kind of learn, you get better, and then even booking clients, it's like, you're going to mess up sometimes, and then those are all learning experiences. Sometimes you got to give a show away for free because something didn't work right on your end or whatever, So, definitely ways to get there.
This is beautiful. I like it a lot.
Got to take the good with the bad.
Good. For real. Happy with the sad, okay? Happy with the sad. I know for me personally, I always feel how what you said, like, I don't feel like this is successful. So I'm trying lately, like really recently, to look at the things that I did, not so much as I wish I could go back to before things got bad, but look how successful we were through the bad times. Like, look at everything that we did through everything that we got going on. And one thing I love about my comedy community that I have confidence that I have now after talking to Dr. Shai and Tony about it, but I love that you guys always remind me that I don't stop. And so the other day when you called me and pulled up on me and we instantly started talking about comedy, nobody has talked to me about comedy in months. That has not happened for me in months. And so to know that I'm who you picked up the phone and called and was like, let me tell her what's going on in my comedy world, right? That really pulled me back into the world. Like, hold on, you got a whole different side of you that you're not tapping into right now. And this could be why you feel how you feel right now. You feeling dusty in the spirit because you ain't doing your purpose. Okay, so
Dusty in the
listen, dusty in the spirit. Okay, shake it off. All right.
Hallelujah.
But I love that you guys remind me that I don't stop, and like just listening to the timeline from 2019 to 2024. That's not a lot of time. To do a whole brand new thing like we did. Like, shout out to you niggas, okay? Right. Shout out to y'all, okay? All y'all.
We do what we do. It's innovative comedy.
Doing it.
Innovative culture.
Doing it, actively in it. Like when Tony asked you about stand-up comedy, like I know we've talked and you have a plan to get back on stage, right?
I've only been here a month, by the way, or like a month and a half from Ohio. I left in 2020.
What are you
doing?
You
might have
next?
to get a set when we do the 200th anniversary.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Okay. And Cam gonna let me produce the monthly show. He said it here mentally. He said he can't handle it. He at capacity, but he gonna pivot it and let me handle it. So I got you, Cam. I read mine.
We in here.
What you got coming up? What you got going on that people can find you at and come and witness Dr. Shai?
So shameless plug. There's a film coming out soon called Catalyst. I shot that when I was in Cleveland. Not sure where it's going as far as platform yet, but it is in post, and I think it will do well. I think it's a great film.
What is it about?
You'll definitely see me in the film. It's not like, oh, there she go. Oh, wait. You'll see me.
Okay.
So, wait, what'd you say?
What is it about, if you can share that?
Briefly, it's about 4 friends. They're friends, and then one friend is not being such a good friend, and then somebody comes up missing. And then there's two detectives that are gonna figure this shit out, man. One of them girls knows something, man. You know what shit. So it's like, yeah. so yeah, it's
this summer.
It's a bunch of people
Dr.
in Ohio.
Shai.
Jillian Holt, she was the writer.
Jillian Holt presents.
Kamal Hassan, he directed, and he's
Directed
also
by
in the
Kamal
film.
Hassan.
It's a bunch of good people in there, and
theaters everywhere.
Yeah.
Star-studded cast.
It's gonna be in theaters everywhere.
I don't know where it's about to be and stuff, but it's gonna be out there.
Critics say riveting.
I don't even know why I said they are like
very riveting.
Dismiss. No.
Okay.
The summer blockbuster movie you've been waiting for.
The Virgo telepathy is on.
there.
Okay. All right. I got you. Okay.
It's too much in the air.
What advice would you give a young talent? We're going to call them a talent because they don't know that they have gifts yet, because Dr. Shai just helped them identify with their gifts here on the Innovative Comedy Podcast. Okay. What advice would you give a young talent who is exploring their niche? Like you said, you went through a couple of phases where you were just trying to figure out what you wanted to do consistently. What would you give advice to that person?
What
advice would you give them?
Whatever doesn't feel like work is your niche. It feels good all the time.
If it takes work, but it doesn't.
If it takes work, but it doesn't feel like work, like writing, editing, getting on stage, getting in front of the camera, behind the camera, when you don't feel like it's a task, then that's probably for you.
And you're actually doing something.
Yeah, whether it be doing hair, doing nails, cooking, whatever it is. If you don't feel like it's work, then that's your gift.
It just feels right. It feels right.
It feels right. And then I would also say, like how we were talking about, in a deeper sense, if you go through life and life hits, then knowing that the wilderness is still your friend. Mm-hmm. Even though it's cold and it's lonely and it's like, it's still gonna, you're still gonna come out on top. So, push through and kind of gravitate to those communities and people who are like-minded and are like, come on, no, we got to keep going. Like it's the hill up there. We going to the top. Like that's where we're going. So let's go. Like finding those people who are in your corner and then fueling off the people who are like, why would you do that? That's so stupid. Like you could never make money doing that. Like.
Those people start to drive me crazy. I
like,
start
okay.
ready to like, nigga, we can fight. So, okay.
You're fighting like
I love that.
Where can they tap in? Where can they find you? For shows or anything coming up or other than?
Oh yeah, the Catalyst is coming up. What else is coming up? I'm sitting on a lot of stuff, but I can't let it out the bag because you be feeling stuck, but the stuck don't be stuck. The stuck just be like, I'm not about to do that right now. We're gonna do that later on. So yeah, the Catalyst. Just go check that out and then go follow me at Dr. Lachey Renee Hunt on Instagram. And yeah, stay very close in there. I have a link tree in there, so click the link tree. I have two daily devotionals they're for women, but they're men you can tap in.
They're
so
unisex.
Yes, there are 2 books there, and then also I have a book on monologues. So for all my actors out there, I wrote a bunch of monologues, and they are approved by some elites. So I'm not gonna name drop because I ain't on that, but they're good. So grab that book too. It is I'm going blank here. Dr. Shai Monologues. Just go click the link. But I'll keep you updated in there on my Instagram.
That's
Perfect. Well, Cam, I think that's our 151st episode.
What about y'all? Y'all gonna tell them where they can find y'all at?
Right, I was like,
I could go after Dr. Shai. Y'all can follow me at Just Shantanette. That is JUST. Sean like Shawn Mendes. Like ta-da. And net like up your net worth. And that is on all platforms: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. You can find me at Just Shantanette Morgan. And yeah, I'm working on Twitter or X, whatever they want to be right now. So yeah, I got thoughts on there if y'all want to talk to me on there. And go ahead, Top Gun.
Follow me on IG, Tony Grams, at Tony Grams, TONY_GRAMS. And I got a show coming up, I believe it's November 11th at the Turp Market, LA. It's going to be cool. It's vendors. It's cracking, always. It's probably like my 17th show.
You'll be real cool about it. It's gonna be cracking.
Yeah, this is like my 17th show there. They were my 4th show doing comedy and the first show to ever pay me. And this is probably like my 17th time at least. I think so. Almost like 20. I know it ain't 20 yet, but it's almost there.
I forgot I got a show on October 27th too. I heard you drop your show and I'm like, oh shit.
Well, it was October 27th, and then it got. I think it was a schedule and something. So I'm November 11th.
Okay, that's 2 Sundays away.
Yeah.
The 27th is this Sunday.
Yeah, so I said 27th first?
No, I'm saying I have a show on the 27th.
Oh, okay. So Innovative comedy.
Cam.
See, Cam just over there with buttons like.
Y'all can tap in with me at COOLAZZ.
Oh, she was going after me.
She already went, didn't she?
No.
I sure did.
Oh, shit on me.
Look, nigga, fuck my shit up, man. Look.
Nah.
Well,
y'all know where to find me at. We out of here.
Innovative comedy.
Innovative.